There is no return date in sight for schools all over Nebraska and Iowa. Of course, that causes all sorts of disruptions. Not only is school a source of education, but for many students, it's also a source of food. Right now, districts are stepping up to keep providing meals to food insecure families, like in Ralston.
And the meals, like I said, are grab and go. They have breakfast, and then lunch, and kids can come and grab both at the same time.
Omaha Public partnered with Food Bank for the Heartland to organize drive-up mobile pantries. The next one is this Tuesday at Kreft Primary School in Council Bluffs. That'll be open from 4:30 to 5:30, and then more mobile pantries will be open in the coming days at locations around the metro. You can check online for a look at the different locations. Well, living rooms are becoming classrooms. We spoke with a second grade teacher who says the transition can be stressful, but resources like the Seesaw app can help parents school their children.
Overall, a really awesome app to be using with students, and it's definitely a kid-friendly app and a parent-friendly app, which is also an A+ in my book.
Okay, there are more resources too. Scholastic's Learn at Home has daily activities for kids. It's separated by grade levels. Google Classroom can help you organize assignments and stay in communication with your child's teacher. Some may be putting together live learning lessons and helpful lesson plans. Well, Executive Director of the Nebraska State Education Association, Maddie Fennell, says right now everyone is adapting to a new picture of education, and Rob is talking with her.
Maddie, thanks for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
You bet. What can students and parents, and what should they be doing now that they may have a summer off?
Well, first of all, everybody needs to take a deep breath and not rush into, we have to learn, we have to do this, we have to do that. The first thing you have to do is watch out for everybody's emotional needs. This is a huge shift for parents, for teachers, for kids. So let's make sure everybody's settled into this. And then it is important to settle in and have a bit of a routine. Kids like routines. And so kind of, I've told my son for the first few days, this is like spring break. You can sleep in, you can kind of do your thing, we'll get into it eventually. But starting next Monday, you're gonna start getting up at the same time, you're gonna fix your lunch at the same time, you're gonna walk the dog repeatedly. It's good for him and it's good for the dog. Sure. And so it's important to settle into those routines, but you gotta listen to your kids.
Educationally, you say a routine, should you be trying to teach them as a parent? Should you be trying to teach your kid? Or are you just saying, hey, I'm just gonna try to keep some structure in your life, because if you were in school, you would have a structured day?
So I'm going to answer that two ways. Yes, you should be teaching them, but why not use this opportunity to teach them things you always wish you had the time to teach your kids? If you know how to knit, teach your kid how to knit. If you always wanted to teach your high school student how to change a tire or to change the oil, you're all at home, now's the time to do that. Teach your child how to write a nice thank you note. So do those things that I was thinking of the things that I loved that my grandma had the time to sit down and teach me. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do those things. But we also know that when kids are away from school, we have learning lag. And we are going to be out of school for quite a while right now. And so it's important for us to continue our kids' learning. There's a lot of online things that you can do with that. And actually, the NSEA is partnering with a lot of folks across the state, and we're going to start offering instruction to kids. 9 to 11 in the morning for elementary students, 1 to 3 for secondary students, because we know that this is a lot to put on parents' plate right now. So we want to take some of that stress off parents by offering them educational opportunities for their students.
And how are they going to get that? Online?
They can get it online. It is through, I took my cheat notes here, it is through the News Channel Nebraska, which is available online. One of the other problems we're having across the state is we've often talked about the achievement gap, but we haven't talked about the digital divide that we have for kids. And so not all kids have access to the internet, they don't have access to devices, but working through News Channel Nebraska, if you get one of those $10 antennas, you can get it, we think we can get it to about 80% of the kids in the state between their online, their app. They're going to push it out through Facebook. So any of those, if folks just go to nsea.org, we're going to be able to guide them towards that. It'll be available live, 9 to 11 elementary, 1 to 3 secondary, and it'll also be available on demand.
Some people would say the 20%, though, that's a significant amount. I mean, you don't want to have that disparity. What do you do for those? And there's also, we hear talk that some teachers are being told to not, if some of their kids do have online resources, don't teach them online because that's going to create a wider divide.
You know what? We're all doing the best we can where we're at right now, and we just need to keep using common sense. There are some problems right now. Commissioner Blumstead is working very hard to solve a lot of these problems. Some of them come because of the federal guidance that has come down that has created some issues at the state level, and so now they're trying to change the federal guidance. You know, we are making decisions on the fly. This week to me feels like playing the game of whack-a-mole. Just like when you think you've got it taken care of, something else pops up. Just when you think you've gotten, okay, we're supposed to be 50 people apart, now it's 10, now it's like, don't leave your car or your bathroom. I mean, it's just, so we're making all these decisions, and as soon as you make a decision, it's late. So you got to use common sense. So it's common sense. You want your kids learning something, so do what you can. And we are working incredibly hard to get this pushed out to as many people as possible.
Personal note, our news director uses the exact same metaphor for it. He's just working in the news business, trying to get this all put together.
It's crazy.
It is crazy for everybody. Hey, we talked with you last week about this. It's a concern we're seeing from a lot of families, the approach for next school year. Some kids and parents, obviously, and rightfully so, they wonder, is my kid going to go from 6th to 7th? Or is it going to be 6th to 6th plus?
Yeah, I don't hear anybody talking about 6th to 6th. I hear people saying we need to get kids ready to move on to the next grade. That's part of the reason why we're saying what learning can we be doing now to make sure that our kids are still learning and can move successfully to that next grade. No one is talking about holding everybody back. Okay. Now, there are some questions about, what's going to happen with ACT. They're looking at that. They've talked about pushing their dates out. There's questions, what about state testing? Commissioner Blumstead was very quick to say, hey, let's forget about that for now. Some people are worried about that for next year. We need to stay in today and don't borrow from tomorrow, right? Let's get today's problems finished, and then we'll work on those later. And I will tell you that we've already got a team of school counselors that we're pulling together to put together a plan of how do we get everybody back in school. Whether that back in school is in May, or that back in school is in next fall, we are going to be coming back to school. And as the professionals, as the educators, we're going to be ready when your kiddos get there.
Can parents take any kind of solace knowing that the entire country is going through this? So it's not like their kids in Nebraska or Iowa may be behind the kids in Kansas and New York.
Right. No, we are going to...
Everybody's paused.
Everybody's doing this. And, we see this in various levels. Kansas canceled school for everybody for the rest of the year. It's my understanding that was because of some of these federal rules, and they were worried about how they were going to manage all of that. The one thing I've always liked about Nebraska is kind of the fact that since we're in the middle of the state, crazy stuff happens elsewhere, and by the time they've had crazy and then they've fixed it and then it gets to us, it's working pretty well. Well, honestly, this is a time when Nebraska is kind of pushing out how to do things the right way. And because we do have people who are joining hands, well, we're not joining hands because you're not supposed to join hands, but we're joining hearts, yes. And we are Nebraska strong, and we're getting this done together. We're not arguing with the commissioner, we're not arguing with the governor, we're not arguing, we don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat, we know you're about education and kids, and we're working on all of that together. We may have had disagreements before, but all that becomes pretty petty right now when we are all working so hard to do what's in the best interest of every single person in the state. So we're really showing some leadership in this, and we want to continue to do that.
What's the role for teachers now? They're not in classrooms. Some of them might be, and virtually.
Actually, some teachers are still in real classrooms. I mean, that's one of the things that we're struggling with across the state is that since it is all about local control, while they're not allowed to have kids there, we still have some schools that teachers are supposed to be there, but they've got more than 10 teachers in a small space. And some schools are saying that, well, kids can still come up and use the gym. And so there's people are really struggling with what are these new rules.
So the ones who don't have class, though, what should they be doing? What's their role?
So the ones that don't have class, it's really going district by district, and it depends on the technology available in your district. We did hear of one school that said you'll just put your kids in front of a computer from 8:30 until 3. They soon realized that wasn't going to work out so well. So they said, do you want any teachers next year? Because that's not going to work out. So it's kind of a trial and error. We are working and we're iterating as we go, and we're trying to learn best practices. We're learning them not only from our other teachers, but we're reaching across the state and we're asking other people, how is this working for you? What's working and what's not working? Let's share our successes and our failures so that we don't repeat your mistakes. We'll make enough of our own.
I think we're all going through the very same thing. Maddie,
Absolutely.
Thanks very much for
You
doing
bet.
this.
Thank you. Thanks.
Coming up, we've got more resources for you, where you can find food, what your financial options are, and how you can lend a helping hand. Stay with us.